Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Thursday, May 16th, 2013. 8:30 this morning, there's going to be some heavy impact. No reason to think that anything's going to be shocking. As a matter of fact, the trend is sort of up with good news on these particular announcements, but you just never know. With the things that are going on in the U.S. government lately, you just never know. Alright, so all these happen before the market opens, with the exception of the Philly Fed survey, which will be at 10 o'clock, which also could have a large impact. I can tell you that some of the announcements yesterday, a lot of these numbers here did not look good. It looked like as though, they came in under expectations. So, and yet the market still managed to eke out a gain. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. My advice for anybody that has an investment account or retirement account, if you can, I would take some profit off the table and go to cash, maybe on like 25% or so. And if it continues to march up sometime in the near future, take another 25% off the table, because there will be a correction. There always is. Alright, let's take a look at pre-market. We're looking slightly down, not unlike yesterday, but what is really troubling here and caught my eye is gold. I mean, it's now well below 14,000 or 1,400. Don't I wish 14,000. So that is really, really disturbing to me, just because it doesn't look right. There's something wrong there. And crude or oil is down to 93.53. That also indicates to me that they are thinking that the demand for oil is starting to drop, and they need to lower the price. At least traditionally, that's what it means. We don't know if tradition really matters anymore or not. I have no idea. Okay, let's take a look at our current accounts, and I'm going to look by account. Alright, this is the spread account. Doing very well. Most everything here is bullish, with the exception, I think, of CF, which I just got into yesterday because the alert was triggered. So we are now on a bear call on that particular one. But Baidu, we're still down on this one a little bit, just because I have so many of them here. I went in kind of heavy on this. Normally I don't, but I went in heavy on this one. Overconfident, maybe not, I don't know. Looking to grab some profit early on it. So we'll see how that one works out. But LinkedIn is also a bull put, MasterCard a bull put, Netflix a bull put, Panera a bull put, and Visa a bull put. And then we have our insurance policy down here. The Qs, I'm just going to let it go. Nothing is worth anything there. And the Russell is the one that I just got into a couple days ago in both accounts. Now, the troubling account is the Profit 10 portfolio account. Netflix is the only thing that's up, and that's only up because I got out of one end of it already. And this Amazon, or the MasterCard one, is making me a little bit nervous here, and I may have to, I think I'm going to put an alert on this for today and figure out if there's something I need to do. So if we were to look at this Iron Condor here, I thought I fixed these yesterday. Maybe not. No, I didn't. Okay, so this bubble's in the way here, but this line right here is the short for the call side of the Iron Condor. And getting a little bit nervous on that one. Even though we did trail off a bit yesterday, maybe this momentum is going to wear itself a little thin. You never know about this stuff. So we should put an alert in here. Where is this? This is at 600, so let's go at 580. Excuse me, with our alert. Okay, we're going to change this to 580. Oops. And there we go. Alright, okay. So that's it for that one. And then IWM, I was looking at maybe rolling this into a vertical, and it still would have lost money. I'm not going to really gain anything. As a matter of fact, I might lose another 10 cents on it. So rather than muck around with it, I'm just going to exit. Make a note of that. Alright. And then before we get into the daily scan, I wanted to take a look at a list called Dividend Champions, which if you go to Troy's Money Tree, he has it's a blog of covered call, naked put, a guy that when I was doing it, I used to look at his blog all the time. Now I go every once in a while, and he's got a list of dividend champions that I forget where he gets it from. But anyway, I was going through these. I'll put his link in the video. Let me make a note of that, so that it'll make it a little bit easier for you to get to his blog if you're interested. It's a pretty nice blog. He does a really good job. He's really into this stuff. So I wanted you to take a look at this particular chart. Johnson & Johnson. I think this was the chart. Alright, I gotta show you this. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this in your whole life? This is incredible. I mean, it's just only one bad week since the first of the year. That is really incredible. Anyway, okay, so that's enough on that. Now let's go back to our A+ list and shoot through that. Apple, wow, what a day yesterday for them. Looks like the day before. I had a question about whether or not I was doing the daily straddle on Apple anymore, and I don't. And the reason is that, I mean, I have a different strategy that I'm using now on Apple on the side. I haven't talked about it here. And it's doesn't put as much at risk as the daily straddle does. But it looks like a daily straddle would definitely work very nice here. So if you are doing them, I'd like to hear from you and see how you're doing. I'm not anymore. I had a couple, I started it for a while live, and I had like 3 days in a row where I got hit really bad. So I just quit and haven't been back since. Got burnt. Don't want to go close to the stove anymore. So if you're doing the daily straddle, let me know. All right, we're waiting for our hook here. I don't know if we're going to get one. Moving average just turned down here, the 50 MA. So that is a sort of an indicator that this was a I don't know, a guy. Some people call this like a, I don't know. Never mind. That's proprietary to another training course. I don't want to use that term. But anyway, it's definitely a wave on a downtrend. If you were to look at a longer term, like the weekly, all it is just a wave and a hook on the weekly, and it looks like it's headed back down again. So maybe longer term, looking at this longer term chart here, this is a nice hook here. I'm going to put a circle here so I know actually when my entry was. And we are going to set an alert here. At or below. Alright, alert on Apple. Amazon. We are in Amazon, was looking pretty flat lately. Still looking pretty flat. Yeah, we have an iron condor going here on that. We're just waiting for it to start making us some money. We're looking pretty good. Delta is 12, so there's nothing wrong with that. No directional entry or any sort of look, in my mind anyway, on Amazon. Baidu. Well, this was a good move yesterday for us on this bull put. Secondary entry? Nah, not going to. I have a lot in Baidu. A lot of money sitting there, a lot of risk, so I'm not going to add to it. Celgene. Looking for an entry. This may be the only one that we get. As this little, this would be a bull flag, at least maybe the start of one, but no entry using my strategy. CF Industries, we just got in on that. Opened up with this June at 205. Hoping that one plays out well. How many of these do we have? How do we end up with 4? Yeah, it's just like crazy. Alright. We're in on that one just recently. We're fresh. Virgin Territory, we're going to leave it alone. Chipotle, we're looking for a stochastic to come down here and give us an entry. Never did, so we took a pass on it. Nothing on the weekly. Gold, oh my goodness, gold. Oh, jeez, that's ugly. That is really ugly. Anything on the weekly? Well, a secondary entry possibly on the weekly, but I just think that we're just might be a little bit behind on that. But let's just, for S&G, take a look at. Here I had some test ones. There's some simulated trades in here. Let's start over again. Don't want to do a weekly. I'd be looking at a June. Where is our 20 delta? Around 124. Oops, not on the put side. I want to do it on the call side. This is looking much better. 142. Right around where this high is here. That might be on the weekly. We could go to 143. And we'd want to make it a 5-point spread, so that would be 148. That would give us 66 cents. That looks like a pretty good one to me. So we're going to put an alert in here, and it's based on the weekly, so I will put a little target here. And then if we get confirmation, which we definitely are going to get because we're going to get a huge gap down this morning, even bigger, which may suck us down a little bit lower here. Instead of the 144 or 143, it may bring us down to 141 or so. But I think that would probably be a pretty safe bet. So we'll see how it looks when she opens, and it's going to definitely gap down. At least what we're seeing here. Alright, Google. I don't know how they did yesterday. I didn't look at this before. Whoa, oh jeez. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We had a nice opportunity here on the weekly and a secondary opportunity here on the daily. I was really asleep at the wheel on that one. Too late now. We're doing pretty good. We're in deep enough on a lot of stuff here, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, Goldman on a bit of a march here. No opportunity on either the daily or the weekly. IWM, we're going to be getting out of that LinkedIn. We're in that, aren't we? Yes, we're in LinkedIn. I didn't change this though. I need to say that that is Alt 31. Oops, wrong way. Alt 30. And then this is a June. And is it at 160? I believe it is. There. Let's just make sure. Oh, it's at 155. No, it's not. It's at 160. Short's at 160. Okay. We're in on LinkedIn. And no other entries. Possibly a long-term entry here. But we're already in long-term. So let's just leave that one alone. MasterCard, we're in pretty heavy on MasterCard. No entries on medium or long term. Netflix on a tear, and it continues. And no entries medium or long term. Priceline. No entries medium or long term. Panera. We are in Panera, and we're just going to leave that one alone for right now. But we did have a long-term entry over here, and we got in. We never quite, our percent K never quite got down here for a nice strong secondary entry, or not secondary, primary entry on a shorter term. Just never happened there. And last but not least is Visa, and we are in on Visa. We had the secondary entry here that I took a pass on because we would have ended up at the same strike here. Okay, so that's it for the daily scan for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.